Alright, so most of you know that I'm a person in long-term recovery, as I've already said. So this whole row of people, stand up for me, please. So statistics say that out of this classroom, 1/3 of you guys will become alcoholic addicts. These are our alcoholic addicts. Statistics say. Alright, you guys can sit down. Thank you so much. So you probably were wondering, how did this lady get chose to come to school here? Well, I sat in these same seats. I graduated from this high school in 2001. I ran the same hallways, the same streets as you guys do. I've been here, I've done that. I didn't, when I was sitting in these seats, did I ever say I want to grow up to be a heroin addict? I did well in school. I excelled. Did well in my ACTs is what I chose to take, and so did they. SATs, did well, got accepted to Ball State. Went up there. You know why I went to Ball State? Most of you guys probably know why. Why would I go to Ball State? Party school, right? That's why I chose it. I wanted to go there and party. But within the first semester, I was pregnant with my now 15-year-old. When I was in this town, all I wanted to do was get out. I want to leave BB. I want to get out of here. When I got up there, got pregnant, all I wanted to do was come home. At that time, I'm drinking, I'm smoking, before I got pregnant, I'm drinking, I'm smoking, and doing whatever other harder drugs I could get on the weekends at that time. I was doing anything and everything anybody would put in front of me. Put myself in bad positions, went to parties and drank so much that I would black out. Did lots of bad things that I regret today. But my goal when I went to Ball State, I wanted to be a fashion designer. I wanted to be a buyer. I wanted to travel all across the globe and make clothes and buy clothes and do all kinds of different things. But my pregnancy, by that choice of me getting pregnant at that time of my life, I came back here, started working a minimum wage job, doing anything I could do to make ends meet for me and my child. At that point, there was not a man in my life. His father split. He's gone. Here I am, didn't graduate college, graduated high school, trying to make ends meet. And I found my now husband. Me and him were like fire and gasoline. He'll actually be here tomorrow speaking as well. We're both alcoholic addicts. And this time, we're using anything and everything we could get our hands on. I went back to school. I want to be a nurse. I want to help people. Okay, I'm in school for that, and at that time, we had 3 children. And I actually was injured, and I went to a doctor, and they said, here's a prescription of pain medication. Well, I need more, doc, I need more. They've given me more and more. He gave me an injection in my shoulder to help, he said. He punctured my lung. At that time, he started giving me harder opiates to take. So at that time, I'm physically addicted to opiates. It wasn't my plan to get hooked on opiates. So at that time, I'm sick because I ran out of pain medication because I just needed more and more and more because I have that genetic predisposition to be an alcoholic addict. So my friend comes over. You're sick? I know something that'll make you well. I didn't ask questions. She said, I'll be back in 15 minutes. Okay. I snorted heroin for the first time. I didn't even ask what it was. All I knew it'd make me better. I didn't want to feel sick anymore. So shortly after that, I had started injecting it, and me and my husband were both using. And my mom came to me with a drug test. She had my kids for the weekend. came to me with a drug test. Amanda, I know you're on something. This isn't you. This isn't you. And I didn't even take the drug test. I said, Mama, I'm using heroin. And she just started bawling. What do you need me to do? What do you need from me? So, Mom, just keep the kids for a couple days. Me and Wyatt, we're going to go get some liquor. We're going to go by the river. We're going to sit there for a couple days, and we're just going to detox. But, of course, my mom takes the kids and everything. I want to go to the city for one last time. That's what it always was. One last time. I don't want to live like this anymore. One last time. And after that, me and my husband were arrested. Shortly after we were arrested, I think it was about a month, and this was my rock bottom, DCS came in and said, your kids are now wards of the state. 30 days after I'd been arrested, DCS comes in and says my kids are wards of the state. I have 4 children today. Me and my husband both are alcoholic addicts. If one of us were alcoholic addicts, only one, 2 out of my 4 children would be alcoholic addicts. With both of us having that genetic predisposition, 3 out of 4 of my children are likely to be alcoholic addicts. The statistics are stacked against us. You know, when I was trying to find my recovery path, you know, they said only 10% of people make it within the first 90 days from heroin. 10% of us make it the first 90 days. Here I am, almost 8 years later. I've got my kids back. It was hard. My kids are angry and they're mad at me. And I had to make living amends to them every day. Because I wasn't a good mom then, but I get to be the best mom I can be today. I have a good job. I get to help people find their recovery path today. I get to come to places like this and share my story. I'm back in school. I'm on my last semester to have my BS in addictions counseling. So I get to share my experience, strength, and hope. I'm a certified recovery specialist. We do many walks, rallies, awareness. I sponsor many women. Many women. Many of them have sold their bodies to men in downtown Cincinnati to buy their drugs. That could have been me. And I always said it would never be me. That won't be me. I'm going to do better than that. But those choices that I started making at a young age, I started using when I was probably 11 or 12, roundabout. My brain was still forming. Those neurological connections, they weren't quite the way they were supposed to. So I started using substances. And I rewired my brain for the rest of my life. I will never be the same. I still, 8 years later, I still have cravings. And it isn't like I want to go get high. I'll be stressed out, right? I have the 4 kids, oh, by the way, I'm a grandmother too. I have all the kids running around me, my sponsees calling me, my husband saying, hey, I need your help, I need your help. And I'll be stressed out, and all of a sudden, my brain will tell my body, I need to use to deal with this situation. I don't care what it is. I just want to use. I don't want to have to deal with this today. But today, I don't have to do that. I get to be here and share my experience, strength, and hope, and hopefully that anything I said to you today, one person will take something away that may save their life or someone they love. Thank you, guys.